I'm sorry. Did you need something? Who I am? You don't know who I am? I'm Chassie. Hi. If you don't know me, my name is Chassie, and I am back. Now, there's a lot that I want to say, and there's a lot that I want to talk about, and because of that, I don't really know where to start. I've filmed this, or I've tried filming this video at least 5 times now, and every time I go back to edit it and, like, just refine it for, putting it out on the internet, because I don't want to make too many cuts, because I want this to feel very genuine and authentic, but, it doesn't feel right, and maybe that's because, it's been 8 months. No, it's been longer actually, it's been 11 months, but I've been planning on coming back for 8 months. It took 8 months for this video to become an actual thing, and I think that's part of the reason why. It's very difficult for me to know where to start and what to tell you first and what to kind of skip over, because it's been a really long time, and it's been a really long time. So we're gonna start with me explaining what happened, because I feel like that's everyone's first question is, what happened to you? Why did you leave? Why did you not post? Why did you stop posting? Like, what happened, right? I know that would be my first question, right after, you have a face? But we'll talk about that as well. But I stopped creating content on all of my platforms under this name, in September of 2022. That is almost a year ago. Today is August 19th, and it's almost been a year. The main reason that I stopped at the time was due to school. As I talked about a little bit, I am a full-time college student, and the transition from high school education to college education was very difficult for me because it was a lot more time-consuming work than I was used to, and on top of doing this and college classes, I had 2 jobs, like in-person jobs, where I would go at least 3 times a week. And when I was doing all of that, it was becoming too much for me, to the point where I was burnt out in every single part of my life, like aspect of it, and it's like, it was not healthy for me to continue the way that I was living. So I told myself, okay, I'm gonna give myself a week to get myself back together and kind of make content again, and that was doable, right? For me, 7 days is a really long time to recuperate from not creating content and then creating content again. And it was kind of October, right? And then that's like October. It was like late September I decided that, and then early October is when I was supposed to come back, and I was planning on it. And then I heard news that one of my friends from where I'm from committed suicide. Now I know what you're thinking. Chassie, your whole thing is that one of your friends committed suicide. That's where you get your Daily Reason to Live series from. What do you mean one of your friends committed suicide? They already did. A second one of my friends committed suicide last year, October 6th. And it broke me. I completely lost who I was, again. It wasn't as bad as the first time, not because I loved that person any less, or I cared for that person any less, but it was like, well, here we go again. And I laugh about it, I smile about it now, but it was very difficult, and it still is at times, but right now I'm doing, quite okay with it. It's not a major concern because it has been almost a year. Wow. It's almost been a year. I didn't even realize that until right now. I'm sorry. Wow, that was out of left field. It's almost been a year. Oh my gosh, that means it's been 3 years for my other friend. Wow. That's crazy. Sorry, that was just not sentimental Chazzy, but reality Chazzy. But that happened, and I couldn't do anything, right? I felt completely lost, and then 3 days after losing, I think it was 3 days after losing my friend, my great-grandmother died. So I was even more like, what's happening? So I stopped this for a time. I'm like, it's fine, I wasn't posting anyways, it's not gonna change anything, and I quit both of my jobs. My mom actually made me quit both of them. My mom made me quit both of my jobs because I didn't want to. I refused to. But I'm glad that I did, because now I am in a much better place, and I don't think I don't think I would have made it out of that part of my life if I didn't stop moving faster than I should have been, trying to escape the pain that I was feeling. But it's okay now. I'm better now. And that brings us kind of like February, when I'm like, okay, I'm gonna come back, I'm ready. And I made a video to come back to this platform, and I was gonna come back faceless, and that's when I didn't come back. And it's because I thought about this platform for a really long time. I have been thinking about this platform and the content that I make on it, and how I miss it. I truly miss it so much. But also how it felt very pandemic-y. And by that I mean is I started this platform when it was peak pandemic, right? And I was obsessed with Minecraft and the Dream SMP and all of these amazing, wonderful people and this amazing, wonderful community. But just as we've not moved on from the pandemic, but moved through it, I have moved on and grown as a person. And I wasn't questioning whether or not I wanted to come back. I absolutely wanted to come back. I still want to come back. But I didn't know what was I gonna do? Like, who was I? I had 2 major life events, and probably a couple more I'm forgetting about. Oh, we moved again. That happened too. And I didn't really know. I just didn't know, and it felt like a part of me was missing when I was doing this, because partly I didn't give myself an identity. I felt like I was separating myself into different parts, and the effort and energy I put into each part was different, and I didn't like that. So I didn't come back. And then this year, around May, is when I decided I'm gonna come back as Chazzy, but I'm gonna come back as my full self, with a name, an age, and a face. And I don't want it to be a big deal. I really don't. That's why the title of this video is in face reveal. I'm not doing it for the views or the attention, as I'm so deathly afraid people are going to think that I'm doing it for. I'm coming back with my face because this is who I've grown into. This is who I am now, and I'm more comfortable being in front of a camera and having people see me. All of me. Not that I'm hiding like I'm an axe murderer or anything, but I'm genuinely ready to come back as a entire form of a person with all the aspects. I'm so excited. But that's kind of like the timeline of why I left, what happened, and everything like that. Obviously some other things have happened too. That hasn't been it. I got a couple pets. I've become a concert addict. And I poured my heart and my soul into my business, which I want to tell you a little bit about, if that's okay. I have a business. I've been running it for 3 years. I started in August of 2020, actually, so it's been 3 years on the dot. And it's called Sawyer's Wacky Art, and it's my crochet business. If you remember previous to me leaving, there would be some streams where we would crochet together, and it isn't in fact it is in fact stuff I made to sell. And this is the only time I'm ever going to mention my business in a video, unless the two like ideas and content like correlate in the same little flower. And that's because that content is very different from what I have done and I'm going to do on here. It's art. That's the hyperfixation I fell into when I lost my friend, and I'm still hyperfixating on it. It's my entire life. But I do want you to know that in every video from here on out, I will be linking like the links for my art stuff in the description, just in case you do want to take a look at it, because it is also a huge part of who I am and who I've become, and it's what I want to do with my life. Genuinely, it's one of the things I'm going to pursue for the rest of my life, because my major in college is business. So if it wasn't obvious, I really like my business. It brings me a lot of joy, and I love it. I love it so much. I truly do. I love it. So that's what I've been doing, and I've been making content over there. So if you are looking into what's been up with Chassis, I have stuff on there. I think I started posting a lot more late May, so there's quite a bit of content on there now. But I'm very proud of myself for that, and the more I did that, the more I miss this. I miss the streaming, and I miss just being able to talk without all the editing cuts and the 60-minute timers of how long I can make a YouTube short. And the more that I do that, the more I'm like, I want to come back to the gaming part too, because I truly miss that. And that kind of leads into the final thing we're talking about, which is what's going to happen with Chassis. What's gonna happen? Like, hello? I am coming back. I am absolutely coming back. And I'm coming back for my first stream on the 22nd. And we're just gonna chill. We're just gonna be chill and crochet. I'm going to slowly ease myself back into this because I don't want to overflow myself again. But I will be back to streaming, and I will be uploading YouTube videos. That's going to be my main form of media. I will be coming back to do the Daily Reason to Live series. When I wasn't doing it, and especially when I lost my friend, and think about them, it's like, oh my gosh, I need to do this again. It's my connection to them. It genuinely is. It's how I choose to remember them, and still have them in my life in a form that I can. So we're gonna do that again. I'm gonna post it on TikTok, and I'm also gonna do YouTube shorts, which means they're gonna be 60 seconds or less. I'm a little nervous with that, but I will say I've been editing. This is a very, very side point, but I have been editing Daily Reason to Live videos for about like 3 months now, so I can have like a stash of them when I do come back to posting, so that's not one more thing I feel like I have to worry about. And I have been using the voiceovers that I made previous to leaving, and then I made more, obviously, but the difference in like maturity level is insane. Like, you're gonna hear it, it's insane. I've definitely mellowed out a little bit. I still have a lot of the same happiness and energeticness that I have had in the past, but I'm also a little bit more down to earth now. So, yeah, I'm coming back, and with that being said, I will be doing Minecraft, but I'm also going to be I'm going to be branching out to other games, and different forms of creation on here. It's going to be more of like a technology-based channel, and I don't mean like I'm going to start coding, but I want to like do stuff with like cool math games, and I have like an entire list on my phone of cozy games I've been collecting that I want to play with you guys. So I think that's going to be really, really fun, and I'm really looking forward to coming back and doing that. And with that being said, I know when I left, I was in a huge Minecraft community called the ILSMP, and I have kept in touch with one person from there, like, consistently. I think he's probably going to be watching this. Hi, Morgan! I didn't tell him I'm doing this, he's going to be very confused. But, Morgan, thank you for staying in touch. If you are from previous and we used to talk and you want to talk again, I'm absolutely, all my social media platforms are still open. I just have a really hard time reaching out, especially Valentina and I used to talk a lot, and Ray, and Toad and I were close as well. There's so many people who I genuinely miss, and if you are one of those people, hey, I didn't tell anyone I was doing this. How you doing? Doing good? Great. It's wonderful to see you all again. And same with everyone who supported me. I want to say thank you to you guys, because I don't think I really ever did before, and I'm very sorry. I mean, I know I was kind and humble about everything, but I want to genuine, all in thank you, because I don't think I would have the strength to come back to this platform if it wasn't for you guys. Because I know that there's going to be people here who still support me. And if you are one of those people who followed a whole bunch of people and then I'm popping up on your feed all of a sudden and you're like, who the heck is this? And you want to leave, that's okay. Because there is going to be quite a big content shift. But if you want to stick around, I am incredibly happy to make content for you again. And I'm so excited to start this new chapter of Chazzy with you guys. And with that being said, I do want to tell y'all my name, if that's okay. Before I do, though, I do want to say, please don't use my name anywhere. Not that I'm embarrassed by it or anything, but I don't put my name on anything. My business is called Sawyer's Wacky Art, and Sawyer is not my name. I don't put my name in what I do, just because I want, for two reasons. One of them is being, I want everyone to feel like they could do what I do, and that I'm not just, I have this powerful name behind it. It's genuine. It's kind of hard to explain, but anyone can do what I do. Anyone can make what I make. Anyone can make content like I make content. I don't want my name to be in it because I want everyone to feel like they could do it. If that makes sense. I don't know. It's a personal thing. But then also, it's weird for me to see my name in places. What? Unless you text me, that makes sense. But, in chat, please don't use my name. I just, genuinely, it's weird. It makes me very uncomfortable. Especially because I run so many platforms. On Sawyer's Wacky Art, people call me Sawyer. And that's fine, I like that. So if you could please keep calling me Chazzy, I'd be very appreciative, and I would thank you. But now that I've gone on my little rant about how you can't call me my actual name, hi. My name is Paige. That's so weird. That's so weird to just say out loud while filming it. No, I hate it. I hate it. I don't hate my name. I love my name. But I genuinely, it's weird. Paige is the name my dad gave me. And Chazzy is actually based off of my middle name, Charlotte. And I wanted a Z in it. That's how Chazzy formed, was my middle name. CH. Isn't that weird? That's so weird. And it was also because of chameleons. I really liked chameleons at the time they made my name for this platform. Chazzy. That's wacky, dude. That's wacky. That's weird. Wild. But yeah. My name's Paige. It's wonderful to meet you guys. Oh, and just so y'all know, my pronouns have stayed the same, I think. Is she, they. If they're different, let me know. I don't actually know. But yeah. I think we're gonna have a great time together, and I am so incredibly excited to see where this new chapter takes us. Thank you all for sticking around, and I cannot wait to meet the wonderful, amazing, beautiful people you have grown into. I love you. I love you so much.